Hi everybody, my name is Wayne Stocks from WayneStocks.com, better known as Dad in the Middle. You can also find me at DivorcedMinistry4Kids.com and on KidMid1124.com. I'm here today to talk to you about a new book. If you pay attention to the blogosphere, you've probably heard of it. It's called The Eric Trap. It's put out by the Infuse Group, which is headed by Jim Weidman. Kenny Conley and Sam Luce were also instrumental in putting this book together. Let me just show you a quick picture of it. I have a hard copy, but I don't have it with me. See if you can see that there. It's on my iPad. Automatically makes me cool, right? That's The Eric Trap. It's a great new book. It's a leadership fable. It's all about children's ministry. And I've already done a review on my blog, WayneStocks.com. You can head on over there to read that review. But I wanted to make a video review for a couple of reasons. First of all, because I thought it was important that somebody over the age of 15 do one of these video reviews, and somebody with some hair, albeit kind of gray. Secondly, this is a book that's for children's pastors. There's no doubt about that. It's written from the perspective of children's pastors. It's all about Eric Newman, a somewhat fake children's pastor who it's clear to me is based on the lives of a conglomerate of a bunch of different children's pastors. It's about the struggles that he faces on a daily basis, and there's a narrative woven throughout the book which is just captivating. It's actually my favorite part of the book, and then that's followed by different contributors who have provided some insights into things that children's pastors need to know. It's really a way for children's pastors to learn from other people's mistakes. But I'm not a children's pastor. One of the reasons I created KidMid1124.com is because there are a whole lot of people like me who are volunteers in children's ministry or bivocational children's ministers, and we don't do this on a full-time basis. So does that mean we should just throw this book out? Absolutely not. What I found in reading this book is that it includes life principles that are really applicable to more than just children's pastors. They're applicable to children's pastors, they're applicable to volunteers in children's ministry, they're applicable to anybody who works in a church or any sort of ministry, and frankly I think they're applicable to all of us regardless of what we do for a living. There are things in there about setting goals, about prioritizing, things that are not unique to children's ministers. In fact, I think there are things that are even more useful for people like myself who work a full-time job and then volunteer in children's ministry every week. So it's important for me to set my priorities. One line in the book, I don't have it in front of me or I quote it for you, is that you need to set your priorities, and the only reason you do something else is because it's a higher priority on your list, and that priority is God, your marriage, your kids, your ministry. So the only reason you go do ministry is if it's taking the place of something of less importance on your list, not of higher importance. And I think that sounds very basic, but it's great to read that. It's great to read some practical steps on how to set those out. I've actually started to institute those in my own life. So I wanted to take just a minute to encourage you, no matter what your role in children's ministry is, even if you're not in children's ministry, to encourage you to sit down and read this book. Now obviously if you're in children's ministry, it's going to mean a lot more to you. There are struggles in there with volunteers, with parents, with other people who work at the church that I think I think you'll get a lot more if you work in children's ministry. But I would encourage you to read it either way. So head on over to WayneStocks.com, check it out. Check out my review. I posted it earlier this week. We're running a contest that goes through next Wednesday night. Lots of ways to enter there. I'm giving away 3 copies of the book. Make sure you check out the rest of the blog stops on this blog tour. Go to childrensministryonline.com. That's Kenny Conley's site. It's a great site, and every day he's doing a recap of all the people who are posting about this book. I wanted to show you one more thing. See if I can do this quickly. This to me is always a test of a good book. Let's see if I turn it here, if it'll work. These, and I know you can't read it, or maybe if I just flip through real slowly, you can read the whole book, and then you won't have to win a copy. But these are just the portions of this quick little book. It took me a couple hours to read, and that's because I was highlighting so much. But these are just some of the highlights I made. And so to me, it's always a sign of a good book when I get to the end. And I've highlighted a lot, because those are the parts I want to go back and look at again, and those are the parts I want to remember. So, go out, buy this book. Let's see, Eric Trap. Apologize for the high quality of this video. If it looks like I'm sitting in my rather bland office filming on a webcam, that's because I am. But that doesn't take away from the quality of this book. Make sure you check it out. Go to theerictrapp.com. Follow at @E_Newman on Twitter. That is the profile for the character in the book. Go to WayneStocks.com. Check out my review. Check in at KidMin1124.com. I believe it's this coming week. Matt Norman's going to post his review of the book there. I can't encourage you more highly to go and check out this book. I've got to say, not only is it one of the better Kidmin books I've read in a long time, it's actually one of the best books I've read in a long time. So, with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope you'll go check out this book. Take care.